I block ads because I believe ads can be so much better. This was a direct quote from an advertising student at the University of Texas. I visited campus last year and had the opportunity to talk informally with advertising students from the Stan Richards School of Advertising and Public Relations about the business today. First, I was blown away at how smart, thoughtful, and energized these young professionals are about advertising and media. It's exactly what our industry needs: young talent who believe advertising and marketing can be better, help society and people, and want to lead the way. They were passionate, and we discussed a wide-ranging set of topics throughout our 75-minute chat. Second, the students already have a high standard for corporate standards and behavior. They're savvy, they're sophisticated, watching and studying everything. This extends to how they think about brands, advertising, and the value exchange between their time and attention, as well as a brand's message or promise. When the topic turned to ad blocking, I asked the students who was brave enough to tell me they were ad blocking. Half of them raised their hands. I asked why. Does it make sense that advertising students are blocking advertising? But the thing is, it did make sense to me. Their range of answers were fascinating and counterintuitive. In the end, it may be exactly the type of radical, post-digital, 21st century advertising thinking we need. So why do they ad block? Expectations and relevance. One, they expect more for their time and attention. They simply do not want to sit through pop-up ads, banners, displays, and 30-second videos or commercials that are not entertaining, not fun, and not informative. They want more creativity. A great example of this cited by a student was OkCupid's DTF campaign. It broke through because it was a strong example of user need, which is dating, and technology, their app world, coming together. The ads and messages were relevant, irreverent, and meaningful to the young singles dating scene and their anxiety about being noticed. One of the students said it was obvious the company and its agency did their homework and research on young professionals and millennials and what they want from dating. As it was obvious from the messaging and the use of media, they got it's all about getting past that anxiety. Two, they respect and give serious credibility to ads, content, and memes that get through their ad blocking software because they believe it was more targeted and embedded into content that they care about and therefore more effective. Spotify's Thanks 2018, It's Been Weird, stood out for one student because it was not only witty and funny, but very relatable. Their media strategy was to be on platforms that related their ad messaging back to search and social data, such that the student saw the campaign during his search and social activity. It was a great example of targeting interests through different media platforms versus trying to target an audience with an ad. This is a classic example of fighting through ad blocking. The student would not have seen the ads in a conventional way, but because they targeted interests, they followed him through his consumer journey, exactly what the future should be about. Three, they expect advertising to be relevant and to take them as consumers seriously. They want better targeting. They want more creativity and more authenticity. They are begging for brands to be more vulnerable, real, and authentic. It's okay if you make a mistake. Not everything has to be packaged. However, they do expect companies and brands to admit when they are wrong, and they want to know up front what's happening with their data. The best value exchange with any person starts with honesty. For one student, the Truth campaign from the New York Times stood out because it spoke to him and respected his time and interests on many, many levels. The student loved the media placements in a mix of traditional TV, out-of-home, and of course, digital. There was nothing fancy about this campaign other than it respected his intelligence and being a thoughtful young adult in an increasingly complex world. So what does this all mean? Young adults are hungry for the ad industry to be better. By better, I mean to be more creative, to use data more strategically and ethically, and to use media in unexpected and surprising ways.